Hello, my name is Ty. I am your homicidal chauffeur, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, A Game of Thrones. Last episode, we suffered a personal tragedy as we were cuckolded, just like our predecessor, but this time I've chosen to do something about it. I had both participants arrested, and I've divorced my wife. Thanks to a little change in the faith authority law that saw the Septon increase his opinion of me. So that means today we're 37 and newly single and King of the Trident. So I think that should present an opportunity, and maybe we can find a beneficial marriage. So it seems like a good time to have a look around. It's been a good generation or two since we started the game. And let's see what's going on in Westeros. So we'll start off in the Rock, which we know has been undergoing some political turmoil. Right now, Lord Protector Eldon Priesthater is in charge, but he is defending against King Jorah's claim on the Rock. He also happens to not have any children, and his heir is Jenny Lannister, wife of Lord Theo. In the Vale, we have 7-year-old King Joffrey. He's currently in a civil war as well with Runestone, led by Lord Allard the Treacherous, and his heir is a 2-year-old boy. In the north, we have Queen Lyanne the Just. At 34, she has no children. Her heir is 65. I believe that's her uncle. And then we have her husband. Third in line for the Kingdom of the North is Shira Stark, who holds no titles and is actually a widow who is depressed and at court down here in Dragonstone. So my guess for the next Queen of the North would be Arya, who is Jorah's sister. In the Iron Isle, we still have King Goran the Merry, who he seems pretty good overall. He is a tyrant, but he has patient, temperate, gregarious, kind, chaste, charitable. His eldest daughter is already married. King Garce of the Reach has one child, Marissa Flowers. She's also married. In the Stormlands, we have Queen Elaine. At 13, she's already married. And so is her heir, Princess Jocelyn of Dorne, who's married to the Prince of Dorne. And it seems Princess Joanna, at age 7, is the ruler of Dorne. There's a new queen in Dragonstone. Sarah, age 11, has taken over for her father, King Bathon, who was slain in trial by combat. The game is telling me I can go into hiding. I haven't looked at the intrigue. Oh yeah, there's quite a few people. Last episode we tried to capture Sir Cleos, and he is still on this plot to kill me. It has 50% plot power, but all the backers are Princess Catelyn, Lord Tyler, Lord Theo. Alright, that one is understandable. And then my own brother, Lord Kurth. How could you? Start with you. We can ask Lord Kurth to stop backing the plot. He'll say yes. Thank you, brother. And how about my cousin, Princess Catelyn? Stop backing the plot. Thank you. Lord Tyler, I thought we were close. Will you stop backing the plot? You will indeed. So let's send those out. We'll get the game going here. Serana Tully needs a focus. Marshall is not very good for women. Maybe duty or thrift. Kurth is out of the plot, as is Princess Catelyn. Thank you. Now Tyler, come on. I know you will. I know we're boys. Peace be with you. Yes, thank you. Alright, that's better. Down to 16%. Look at all these people that want to kill Amara Charlton. She has made her fair share of enemies. My vassal, Florian of Shoreham, would like to incite Lord Theo, and his own wife is back in the plot. Can we end this one? We can. Apparently Lord Patrick is getting to be an issue as well. His threat is up to 39%. I'm not exactly sure how they get this number though. He's depressed and stressed, ruthless and cynical, an aggressive leader, wants to kill his own wife. Lord Patrick the Wicked of Blackwater Rush. Indeed. Sir Florian has ended his plot. Thank you, sir. Oh, sweet Sir Daramond, the bastard of Riverrun, who is dishonorable and ruthless, has been excommunicated. This is a grave situation for him. He's had quite the life. Eldon the Priest-Hater has won his war again. The Rock has remained unified. And immediately, Lord Humphrey of Brentbrook has declared war on Lord Protector Eldon. Not only is Protector Eldon at war with Lord Humphrey of Brentbrook, he's also at war with King Garth the Open-Handed in his War of Emancipation. And there's been a new Lord Commander on the wall, Rykon, who is a Northman and a Stark. Princess Cherie is responding very well to tutelage. That's good news. She gains 2 intrigue. And now my wife is in on the plot to kill me. I don't think we'll be having that. I think I was very fair in putting you under house arrest, and then you escaped, and you're still alive. She will stop back in the plot, I think. More children that lack an education. Garth here is pretty good at martial. We can give him that. And then Prince Giles, say either diplomacy or stewardship. He has the conscientious, so let's give him stewardship. Excellent news. Lord Theo, 44 years of age now, has become known as Lord Theo the Fat of Harrenhal. He is indeed fat, and a hedonist, selfish, proud, gluttonous, patient, and a drunkard. So doing a search for unmarried female rulers in my diplomacy range, only one name comes up, and that's Lady Sarah of Woodhollow. She's only 15. She does have good diplomacy and decent stewardship. My brother Sir Daffin has come down with the flu. We'll call the physician. Kurth is such a caring brother, always ready to lighten up the mood during a somber family dinner or play with children. Even though we may disagree from time to time, I cannot deny his accomplishments. Yeah, I gave him a duchy and then he tried to kill me. That about sums it up. People like him are rare indeed. Plus 15 opinion for 15 years. Patience is a virtue, but sometimes it gets on my nerves. My son Andrew never loses his temper, always patiently waiting for a chance to retaliate. I could say good, I cannot abide recklessness, and he would gain the trait patient. He does have patience. I could hold up Andrew as an example for the court. He would gain prestige. I could thank the mother, and I would gain piety, and there's a 10% chance he would get wrath, or I'll bring out the fire in him, and then 50% chance he gains wrath. I want that piety, but patient is pretty good. I cannot abide recklessness. Septon Benfrey has been humbled by your endless generosity. Once again, Lord Protector Eldon has won his war against the uprising. So Lord Eldon, he hasn't quite reunited the Rock yet, because he's still at war with the Reach, and therefore Man Hill and conveniently Byford are not in his realm. So Byford has no liege. They are independent, but they are part of my de jure realm. So can we do this the easy way? I can't just offer him vassalage. So I have to declare war. So I can claim Byford for myself, or for Lord Patrick, who is Lord of Blackwater Rush, or also for Lord Lucas of Great Fork. So if I wanted to get Patrick more on my side, then that would get me plus 50 opinion for 20 years. So I'm going to do that. We can send that along. They will surely honor their obligations. So I'm going to go right to Lord Patrick and raise his levies. He's only got 302. Get them in the area. And then we can raise our own. That's 5,400. And we'll have them meet up down here. I do have open commander slots. And the King's Justiciar, Roger, would make a good commander. And Patrick's not bad himself. I'm going to put him in there. So obviously we have Patrick doing his own army. And then I'll put Roger in charge of mine. Alright, Lord Sefton, don't make this harder than it has to be. You're part of my de jure realm. There's no way you're going to win this war. Just do the right thing. Give up now. Alright, so here we are. We are in Mossborough. We can merge these units. And then get them right into Byford. Right, that's going to be way more than enough to siege their holding. Hopefully it won't take long. Winter is coming to an end, just in time for us to finish up this war. Prince Simon has been an able servant. It would be right and honorable for me to reward him. He's my hand. He was once the future king, He did argue for me at the Great Council. He deserves my reward. Alright, we have one victory at the Siege of Byford. And Sir Roger is pleased to report that he's captured some high-value prisoners. I can set them free except for Lord Sefton. I could send them all to the dungeon. Or I could put them all in house arrest. Or I could let them all go by my grace. Mostly they're all a lot of Mallorys. Let's put them all in house arrest for the moment. And then I can offer peace. And force my demands. King Orlin of the Trident has won. And there we go. Byford is back in our territory. I can dismiss all the levies. And we have unified the Trident. So back to our list of unmarried rulers. Sarah of Willowwood is no longer on the list. Instead we have a 42 and a 48-year-old who are both depressed. So I might hold off on that for the moment. And a reminder that Andro is still betrothed to Alice Tarth, who is third in line for the High Lordship of Tarth. But her older sister has grayscale. And her liege is wounded. So I think that it might not hurt us to have a little plot to kill Lady Cyrene. Now, who can I get that's going to back me up on this? We have a commander of Tarth who wants to become spy master. Is only 17 with an intrigue of 11. So I'm going to invite him to the plot. Nara is a courtier in Tarth. She is slow and cruel and selfish and wrathful with an intrigue of only 3. But she would get us 8%. And we have Master Roland of Sapphire Point. I'm not really sure his connection to Cyrene of Tarth. But he could get us 24%. So I'm going to invite him to the plot. So that gets my plot power up to 73. But I think we're going to leave the plot for next time. It's already been a successful episode. We had a nice look around at what's happening in Westeros. Still haven't settled on a bride. Don't know if I will anytime soon. But most importantly, we've taken back Byford. And I think at this point we fully have unified the Trident. So now at 38, Orlin can be proud. It's the first time since we started the game that the Trident is unified under a Riverman. And I think based on the political situation of our neighbors, that maybe we could end up taking a little bit more. That would be nice. Let's not get greedy though. I am looking to take back Tarth, and I'm interested to see how the plot turns out. I hope you'll stick around for next time. My name is Ty. I am your homicidal chauffeur. This has been Crusader Kings 2, A Game of Thrones. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. And have a good night. We got more up here. And that's it. We failed the event. Makes it 2-0.
For duty.
Get all these archers behind the lines. The good news is that we are profitable. And we need to focus on the boat. I've been cuckolded. Minus 100%. Job done.